Okay, Studio 47 here. And this is going to be Tips and Tricks 2. And now, this is at CW, and I'm a little old, quite a bit older, 25 years older or something. But still with that same crazy fooling around type of stuff. Little Richie used to take his cigarette and put it out in the ashtray. Smudge it out, like, you know. I'm on a night shift, second shift, you know, and somehow I was fooling around with gunpowder or something. You know, I was there by myself. You know, the thing, lines were running, but if nothing was wrong, I had to take care of whatever come up. But if things were quiet, perfect. So I'd be in a boiler room with Bernie or whatever. So little Richie, though, now I'm there with gunpowder. I had some gunpowder, black powder. And I thought, I'm by Richie's bench. There's the ashtray. I know Richie puts it out, the cigarette out in the ashtray, and I thought, I'll put a little bit of gunpowder in there. So just like a woman would put salt in her hand and dump it in, you know, I put my hand a little bit of gunpowder, and I dumped it in the ashtray, and I says, no, that's too much. I gotta be careful. You guys, God, this is gunpowder, you know. So I reduced it a little bit, cut it in half. I looked at it. I said, can't take a chance. That's still too much, and not a lot. That's powerful stuff, man. So decided on the right load. And I guess the next day, they said they had a minor mushroom cloud, and scared Richie half to death when he knew who the culprit was. You know, he said, "You're crazy, scared me half to death." Put the cigarette out, and boom, you know, an explosion. So that was the little Richie story. Ray in the toilet. Oh, geez. We had the maintenance shop. We had 2 stalls. So I start at 6 o'clock in the morning. Get some overtime. All the time. 6 o'clock every day. So I'm in one stall, and then I know Ray comes in, and he's got to go to the bathroom first thing. He was the sewer man. He started 6 o'clock. We were the only 2 that started, I think, that early. You know, I had to do the alarm. I had some duties and everything, you know. So anyway, I know Ray's going to come in. I'm in one stall, and I make the other stall occupied. The first day, I put a pair of shoes and a white pair of pants tucked in over the shoe, you know, in the shoes, and I'm laying on a seat. And that represented processing guy from processing. They wore white. And so I'm in there, and I hear Ray come in. I know, and he's arriving. And oh, geez, he looks, he sees that both stalls are occupied. So he hustles out, and he runs out to find another bathroom. He's got to go. Hurry, hustle. You know, so the second day, same thing. But I reverse the stalls. I got it, and he hears my voice. I speak to him, you know. So the second day, I get in the other stall, and I put another pair of shoes from a different department, pants or something in that stall. So here comes Ray. Oh, geez, gone, running. Hey, Ray, whatever. And he's gone. He's got to find a bathroom. He's gone 2 days in a row. So the third day, I figured I really missed that day. So I'll let him know that I'm fooling with him. So I take a pair of your high-heeled shoes, your grandmother's high-heeled shoes, to work, and I put a pair of slacks or something. But the high heels, you could see the high heel. I arranged it, whatever I did. And I'm in one, and the high heels are in the other one. And he knows darn well that's not. And the next thing I know, Ray come, and the next thing, a bucket of water went over the top on me, you know. He got me, Ray got me. Now I wanted to tell you about Charlie. Charlie was a good friend of mine. And Charlie drank, I drank a little. Charlie drank. And Charlie, I'm on a second shift. Charlie would come a lot of times visit me lunchtime, and I'd put a bottle on the table. I didn't drink every day, and Charlie, he hit it pretty darn good. And so it's lunchtime, I'd put a bottle on the table, and that time with the crooks, they were lucky, you know, that we didn't, if Charlie had been there or something, both of us arrived or something would have happened. But then again, maybe they got a gun or what, so maybe, who knows what might have, but it might have been different right on the spot. But anyway, with Charlie visited me lunchtime. He had a few drinks, and he went back to work with a few in him. And now he had a problem. His son, college graduate and everything, and they're tough guys. They're no slouches by no means. And Charlie and the boy and everything. And the boy didn't do nothing. They did it to him. Same thing. He had a truck with big tires on it, and somebody jacked the truck up, stole all 4 big tires. And the police, they never found out nothing. They investigated everything. They didn't find out nothing. A year went by or so. And finally they found out something about it. This isn't Charlie, this was the 2 boys. They found out about it. This gas station dropped the tires, so they go to the gas station. Well, where'd you get the tires? They got it from so-and-so. Now they're on to the thief. Now they're after the thief. So they confront the thief. Young man, early 20s. Well, Junior got him down on the ground. Broke most of the fingers on both hands. How many are broke, I don't know, but quite a few. We'd almost have to say most of them are broke. He taught him not to do anything like that, but his mother couldn't teach him. Junior taught him with this event never to touch nothing that don't belong. So what does it turn out to be? From security, the mother is at big wheeling security at CW. That's her son. Now Charlie had a few drinks. He goes back to the plant, and he talks to the head guy from security. That was the wrong thing to do. When I come in 3:30, I says, oh my God. He told me, I says, I would have let him alone. That guy, man, was he had been a FBI or something, and so that's that story. Okay, we're going to end it there because I think we're close to the time. But Charlie still to this day is a real good friend of mine, and they're not to be fooled with, They wouldn't start anything, but they know how to finish things. Okay, let's finish it up. Today's Ash Wednesday. I started this last night, and today's Ash Wednesday, and gotta go get not gotta, but I wanna. It's a reminder to put the ashes. Dust thou art, and unto dust thou shalt return. So that's what we're gonna do today. Finishing up with the Charlie business and everything, and the events and all that. Charlie still, to this day, is a real good friend of mine. And he's hurting, and he's younger than me, and that's why we didn't go to Pennsylvania hunting the first time in 35 years or something. Last year we couldn't go because Charlie's bad shape, a little bit there. I got to call Charlie today. Today. Another thing I mentioned in another tricks video there, Moose. Moose was a black man, and he was a wonderful man. He was a nice man and all, a good guy, and a lot of fun and all that. And he must be dead. I know he's dead. He was older than me by a lot, but I didn't hear when he died. Nicknames. Nickname that I had for Moose, unbelievable. When I think back, this is from years and years ago. I called him Bull Gravy. Bull Gravy, I'd say. And it kind of looked, a lot of the guys called him Bull Gravy. Then years later, so with the nicknames, I've named a lot of people, a few people that it stuck in the plants. We had a guy, Donald, well, I don't know what his last name was. I know what I called him, and we all called him that. Then he was always putting in grievances, always grieving something. I called, he was simple, Donald Greavy. And everybody called him Donald Greavy. So that was one. And then we had another guy, Bobby Barroso. I can remember his last name, Barroso. And it was easy to go to what I called him. I called him Bobby Barabbas. That was one of the thieves on the cross with Jesus, Barabbas. I called him Bobby Barabbas. Bobby Barabbas, he told me his story. He couldn't swim and all. And he was on a raft in his pond, or I don't know what it was, a lake, not a pond, a lake. And he fell asleep on a raft, like a little thing. And he woke up and he was in the middle of the lake. And he panicked. And he fell off the raft. And some woman rescued him on the, I don't know how many times you go up and down. But he was on his last one. And Bobby Barabbas. So that was another one. Oh, and then Reed. His name was Eichhoff. And it was simple to go from Reed Eichhoff to Reed Eichmann. And that didn't go over, a lot. But a lot of people referred to him as Eichmann. So that was just some of the craziness of the nicknames, and we're probably just about out of time, and so I'll have to wind it down. You know that they let me put over 15 minutes, and 15 minutes is too much even, but they'll let me. Congratulations, I can put more on YouTube and all. But then on Smug Mug only takes 15, so I can't. It don't make sense. Go to Smug Mug. They're all on Smug Mug. Okay. One more thing. I wear this. That's all I need. I only hear. I have one ear, but I wanted to replaying this. I wore the high heels, and I put the other from processing in the other. I wore the high heels.